Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up. So go ahead and hop in there and take advantage. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Very busy slate today. And yeah, enough. And honestly, my voice doesn't feel that good. Feel kind of sick, so doing what I can to get through it here. So yeah, let's get into it. 16 matchups, starting with the Detroit Tigers versus the Oakland Athletics. Detroit opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Oakland minus 105 with the over/under at 6.5. Pitching for the Tigers is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 3.04. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 3.44. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Detroit currently on a 6-game losing streak. Did lose to Oakland yesterday, 0-2. Oakland 1-9 in their last 10. Yeah, pretty horrible matchup here. This is a doubleheader, so this is game 1. I'm going to take Oakland plus 1.5 at home here in game 1. They won 2-0 yesterday. Detroit just couldn't even hit yesterday. So we'll take Oakland plus 1.5. And then if you want to take a money line, it's a pretty cheap money line odds as well. Next matchup, we have game 2 between the Oakland Athletics versus the Detroit Tigers. Can't find any lines on it. That's usually how games 2 are until later on in the day. Pitching for Oakland is Adrian Martinez with an ERA of 0. And then pitching for, looks like he's making his first start. And then pitching for the Tigers is Alex Fado with an ERA of 3.60. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Yeah, I definitely don't like game 2. I think game 1 is probably the better one to bet on. But if I had to choose here, I'm going to roll with Oakland both times. I know Adrian getting his first start. I just don't trust the Tigers. I don't know, man. They just haven't looked that good. So I'm going to take Oakland in game 2, but definitely staying away from any game 2s. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 230. The Pirates plus 190 with the over/under at 8. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tony Gonsolin with an ERA of 1.64. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Bryce Wilson with an ERA of 3.79. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. LA coming off that 5-1 loss against Pittsburgh yesterday. Yeah, they just did not play well. Hit 4-6 in their last 10. Dodgers 7-1 on the road against Pitt, where they've been good. Yeah, I like the Dodgers on the road, coming off that bad loss yesterday. I think they get things in order today. I do like Gonsolin on the mound. Rolling with the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Cincinnati Reds. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 200. The Reds plus 185 with the over/under at 8. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 5.09. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 8.71. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 8 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Brewers on a 3-game losing streak. They did lose to Cincinnati 10-5 yesterday. Cincinnati 3-1 in their last 4. Milwaukee 8-2 against Cincinnati. Yeah, I like the Brewers on the road. Reds coming off that, good win yesterday. I think they're definitely due for a nice win this whole season. I do like the Brewers to bounce back. Hunter Green, he has not been good on the mound for the Reds here. I'm going to take the Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -160. Toronto +150 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Luis Severino with an ERA of 3.75. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Toronto on a 2-game losing streak. They're 2-5 in their last 7 right now. Yankees 8-2 in their last 10. Yankees 9-1 at home. 13-2 in their last 15. Really good Yankees team, playing very well. I just think that's huge plus money for the Blue Jays here coming into this on a 2-game losing streak. I think it's a good spot for Toronto on the road here. I'm going to take the Blue Jays +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Atlanta Braves. The Braves opening up as home favorites at -135. Boston +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Garrett Whitlock with an ERA of 1.25. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Kyle Wright with an ERA of 1.74. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Boston on a 5-game losing streak right now. They've been struggling. Atlanta 3-1 in their last 4. Looked pretty good in that Milwaukee series. Atlanta 4-2 at home right now. I'm going to roll with the Braves at home. Boston struggling. 2 really good pitchers on the mound here. Atlanta's got a little 2-game winning streak. Yeah, Boston, they just have not looked good during this losing streak. They've definitely struggled to score. So I'm going to roll with the Braves at home. Next matchup, we have the Houston Astros versus the Minnesota Twins. Houston opening up as road favorites at -140. Minnesota +120 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 1.93. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan with an ERA of 1.63. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Houston on a 7-game winning streak right now. They are playing very good. Minnesota on a 3-game winning streak. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Houston's got a nice little win streak here. Minnesota 9-0 at home. 2 good streaks in both aspects right there. I'm rolling with the hot team. Rolling with Houston. They've played very well in this streak here, and they've held it during the streak. They've only given up 2 runs as the highest they've given up. They've been playing very well during this streak. I'm going to roll with the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -135. Kansas City +115 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Royals is Brad Keller with an ERA of 1.74. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.25. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. The Royals just 3-7 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game losing streak. The Rangers 5-5 in their last 10. Kansas City 0-6 on the road against the Rangers. Not a matchup I do love, to be honest here. The Royals, they just have not played very well. It's been a rough month and a half for this Royals team. I'm going to take the Rangers at home. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox opening up as home favorites at -180. Cleveland +160 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.54. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 3.20. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak. They're 8-2 in their last 10, beating the White Sox 12-9 yesterday. Yeah, that was a tough game. Really high-scoring game yesterday. Cleveland, they're 4-1 on the road, and they're playing well. They got momentum here, 5-1 in their last 6. White Sox coming off that bad loss against Cleveland here. To lay -180 on the White Sox, I don't know, that just seems kind of risky with how yesterday's game went. The pitching matchup is pretty even, honestly. I'm going to roll with the Guardians +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Los Angeles Angels. The Rays opening up as road favorites at -115. The Angels -105 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Rays is Corey Kluber with an ERA of 2.36. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 5.32. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Tampa on a 2-game losing streak. They did lose to the Angels yesterday, 11-3. Just wasn't a good game for the Rays yesterday. Tampa Bay 8-2 on the road. They're 9-3 against the Angels. They play very good against LA. They just had a rough day yesterday. I do like Corey Kluber on the mound for the Rays. I think they bounce back coming off that bad loss yesterday. I'm taking Tampa Bay on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -150. Chicago +126 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Wade Miley, making his first start of the season. Pitching for the Padres is Mike Clevinger with an ERA of 5.79. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Cubs beat the Padres yesterday 6-0. They're just 2-8 in their last 10. Cubs 1-5 in their last 6. I like the Padres coming off that very bad game yesterday. Wade Miley getting his first start. We'll see if he does end up pitching. But I do like the Padres. Looked horrible yesterday. I think they bounce back. Taking the Padres at home. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Miami opening up as road favorites at -135. Arizona +125 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.08. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for Arizona is Madison Bumgarner with an ERA of 1.50. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run, had 0 strikeouts. Miami lost to Arizona yesterday 4-3. They're just 2-8 in their last 10. Arizona on a 2-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. They are playing very good baseball here. Miami 4-12 on the road against Arizona. Arizona getting plus money at home. Madison Bumgarner on the mound playing very well. Give me Arizona plus 1.5 and plus 125 on the money line. I love that as well at home. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Seattle Mariners. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 125. Seattle plus 105 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.37. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 4.38. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Philly looked really good yesterday, winning 9-0. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Seattle just 2-8 in their last 10. Yeah, they could not score yesterday. And Seattle, they've just been playing horrible during this run. They're on losing streak they're on. Philly 4-1 on the road against Seattle. Yeah, I definitely like what I saw out of Philly yesterday. They played very well. Seattle struggling, taking the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Colorado plus 170 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatella with an ERA of 3.75. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.38. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Giants did win yesterday's matchup 8-5. Colorado on a 2-game losing streak. San Francisco on a 3-game winning streak right now. Colorado on an 8-game losing streak against the Giants here. 1-7 on the road where they've struggled. I like the Giants at home. Looked good yesterday. Got a little win streak. And the Rockies, they just have not been able to beat San Francisco at all. Give me the Giants at home. All right, and then these last 2 matchups, there's no odds on them yet, which is, kind of annoying, but I do have some of the pitchers. So we have the New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals. Pitching for the Mets is Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 3.0. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 7.16. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. The Mets coming off a 6-1 win against Philly. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Washington 4-6 in their last 10, 1-4 in their last 5. Mets 8-3 on the road where they've been very good. Washington 0-8 at home where they've struggled. We'll see what the lines end up being. I'm sure the Mets will be favorite. I do like Carrasco on the mound. I'm rolling with the Mets. I don't like the Nationals. They're horrible at home. Patrick Corbin has not been good on the mound this season. I'm going to take the Mets on the road. Then the last matchup, I literally can't find much on this game, so go ahead and do your own research. It is a 7:45 p.m. game, so you have plenty of time to bet on this game. The only info that I can find available is pitching for the Orioles is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 5.40. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Baltimore 4-1 in their last 5. On a little good run right here. St. Louis on a 2-game losing streak. Baltimore 3-15 on the road. That's kind of where they struggle. We're going to see who pitches for the Cardinals, but, Bradish hasn't been all that good on the mound here. He's definitely giving up runs. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals at home because the Orioles, they just are horrible on the road. We'll see what the line ends up being. I'm sure the Cardinals will probably be favorites here. So, yeah, we're going to roll with the Cardinals at home. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.